You excelled all your tests with distinction, submitted all the assignments before the deadline, even participated in group debates, and yet failed to get a job. Then you think joining any high prestige college would have solved this matter. But even they are burned out after rejections and rejections. You wonder if starting a startup might help, but you find out 90% of startups fail. So question comes, what are institutions doing wrong? You might say that, bro, many founders like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg are college dropouts and yet most successful people of all time. As for that explanation, I have already made a video on my channel which you can check out where I clarify this absurd myth. Well, as you can guess already, institutions' main focus has been on emphasizing on what's theoretical than what's practical. But institutions and education systems are not to blame here. Education systems and institutions are designed so that students learn to work and learn discipline. They give students assignments and students need to come with solutions at a deadline. They try to teach students to work under pressure so that students come with efficient answers in less time. But when they crafted all this, human tendency played Uno reverse. When students are given tasks like assignments and exams, they come with solutions which are fulfilling than what is knowledgeable. Let's understand this by an example. Suppose you had accountancy or finance exam tomorrow. While studying, you read this equation. Assets minus liabilities equals owner's capital. But you wonder, shouldn't it be a plus instead of minus? Shouldn't assets and liabilities added together be equal to owner's capital? Because owners incurred liabilities and their assets to form their capital. So why is it a minus and not plus? But you know what? Even after having that doubt, you didn't research about it and just wrote the exam without clarifying that doubt. You thought why to waste 10 minutes on researching on that doubt when it is for a temporary exam. This was a small example, but these things happen for bigger reasons as well, and even more explicitly in tech and coding related field. If you are learning React.js, have you wondered why we use constant that is constant short for all components and not variables that is var? Because even after making components as constants, you are going to export and render it to your app.txs file. And again, if we had a computer science exam tomorrow, you wouldn't bother searching these up. This is the problem with schools and colleges. Instead of giving assignments which are valuable, they give assignments which can be by hearted and copy pasted. Why not give assignments where students have to use their brain? Instead of telling students write a financial report on Walmart or Amazon or Microsoft or anything, give students situations. Give them assignments like case studies. Here is a case study for you by which you can know what type of assignments am I talking about. Suppose you expanded your business globally, but now you are making a loss. You find that this is because your outlets in many countries don't make enough revenue as much as its rent and operating cost. What would you do in such a case? Now you see that I made you think in this situation. Now you may say that, bro, these answers are given by AI as well. Well, yes and no at the same time. AI can, but not completely. Because the case I gave you above will have different answers depending on approach. One might say, shut down high rent shops and shift to the shops which will require less rent. One might say, increase your marketing budget and come with better ads. One might say, business must have focus on their home countries first and then expand around the globe. One might say, hire employees which are freshers, and one might say, find employees of experience of 5 to 10 years. You see, everyone has a different approach here. And if whole batch wrote only one solution with exact same words, the teacher can and should take good care of them. You always thought of succeeding in the exam, but not thinking long term in life. You may ask now that, bro, we all are taught the same subjects in school. If I am more into business, why should I bother about science or social science? Well, answer to that is your interest in business came when you reached a certain point. Did you know what your interest would be when you are 8 years old? Think deeply that you hated science or loved it when you studied deep into its basics. Same for maths. Without knowing about those subjects, if you hated them from outside, you wouldn't have developed brain cells and would rather be more cringed to easy tasks than difficult ones. If you want to know information like why time travel cannot exist or why non-fiction or rather called self-development books cannot help you, check out my channel. I'll see you in the next one.